Hello, Dr. Ortiz, coming to you from my bedroom, because this is like the only quiet place I have in existence, apparently. Hopefully this quality doesn't diminish my grade. Yeah. So the relationship that I decided to focus on is the relationship between my girlfriend and I. Her name is Kaylee. Just so I don't have to continue saying Kaylee, or my girlfriend, throughout this. We've been together for 4.5 years now, coming up on 5, and I decided this was really important because, that's almost a fifth of my life, So, a little context, we've been doing really well, but the thing is, we do bicker a little bit. Most of the time it's probably my fault. So, did a little delving, use this to delve into, like, how I can prevent that. Okay, so, yeah, so the first thing I focused on was self-disclosure. The reason I focused on it is because I do this thing where I feel like I tell her everything, because I kind of do, but I don't. What happens is I spend so much time with my friends and I tell them everything, and I'm a very repetitive person. I tell them my stories, 5-6 times a day. When I come home, I finally talk with her, and then 2 days later, I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm going to this thing tomorrow. And she's like, what thing? You never told me about this. And it's not a big deal, it's just that, I keep forgetting to tell her things. So, yeah, I need to, first of all, remember who I disclose information with, in order to strengthen our relationship, because it is, getting a little worse and starting to, I noticed, when I saw self-disclosure, it kind of popped a little thing in my brain that was like, oh, you don't do this enough. So, I think if I disclose a little more to her on, just the little things, like, but also learning what not to share, like, oh yeah, I had 3 meals today and I pooped twice, that kind of stuff. But the kind of stuff of like, oh yeah, I got cast in a role, or I'm going paintballing this weekend, even though she's going to Colorado this weekend, and stuff like that, just to keep her in the loop so she can stay, we can keep each other interested in our lives, because she does that with me a lot. How else it can strengthen our relationship, well, that was all I had for that. So, yeah. I also need to learn to listen more, because if you couldn't tell, I'm a little bit of a blabbermouth. Hopefully I don't do that much in class, but probably do. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sitting next to 3 people that I know in that class, and we're all from the theater building. So, I just get really excited and don't really shut up and listen with her. So I need to focus on attending to what she says, and really just drinking in what she says to me instead of putting my own input on it and derailing the conversation. I feel if I do this and just shut my mouth, look. There, that's all I need to do. It'll really, strengthen our relationship, because we'll know more about each other, and it's getting to that point to where it's like, we kind of know each other's stories, we kind of know what's going on, we've hit that comfort level. It's not good, it's not bad, it just is. So, it's kind of that thing of I need to get over that reflex of, oh, I know everything, and really just listen to her, and prove to her that I'm listening by remembering key points in the story, and, engaging with her instead of dominating the conversation. Responding non-defensively. Okay, this is a biggie for me, because I get very, very, very defensive with the people that I'm comfortable with. I don't know what it is whenever I am talking with somebody of authority or something like that. someone that I don't know yet, or even someone in the theater building, they can say something to me, and I'm somehow able to control it. It's just a reflex. I'm able to control it, not defend myself, right? When I get to know that person really well, and I only do this with close friends, family, and my significant other, Kaylee, whenever they say something minor, I get defensive, and yeah, so I need to learn to get over myself and learn that what they say to me isn't criticism as much as, well, it is criticism, but it's more of a critique of, hey, either I don't like it when you do this, or hey, you do this a lot, and just need to learn to, hey, that ties in with listening, of just drink it in and use it for my own personal use instead of trying to defend myself. With showing affection, I believe touch is my love language. I know it touched on love languages, and touch is definitely mine. I hug my friends. I do little things of affection to people that I'm close with. If, friendships, I'll probably, not hold your hand, but just, put my arm on you or something. Not to be, creepy, but it's just, if I know you're comfortable with it, it's just a reflex of mine. I always need to be, in contact with someone. So she doesn't like public displays of affection, so I think if I pull back on that, it'll make her more comfortable in public, and won't ruin, because I get defensive when she pulls away from me when I try to kiss her on the cheek or something in public, and I need to realize that I keep forgetting that we are in a public space, and I need to respect that. I'm finally minimizing debilitative emotions. Ooh, cutting it close. So with that, I need to learn to really just cut the duration of them and the intensity. A lot of this is just shutting my mouth and taking a breath, not so much to stonewalling, but just taking a damn second to think about what I'm going to say and how I'm going to react. Maybe even just venting in a journal or something like that before coming to her, or just letting it all out with her. Just not with her, but just letting my emotion out, so then I can, not have that emotion coming into the next bit of the conversation. So, with this, I am going to cut it directly at 8 minutes, because 5 to 8 minutes, kind of rehearsed this. Bye.